Hello Libra, Libra Rising and Libra Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card forecast for the week starting February 27th, 2017. It's the last few days of February, first week of March, and I do have your monthly astrology horoscopes up on their own playlist on the main channel page if you want to check that out. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or just follow the links below. So, this week, in your astrology, what have we got going on? Well, in the beginning of the week, we've got Mars and Jupiter in a lovely connection to one another. Mars being in your partnership sector, your closest one-on-one relationships, your best friend, BFF, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, business partner, roommate, that whole area, the people you spend all that time with, and Jupiter currently retrograde in your sign. Remember, Jupiter retrograde is helping us to find hidden treasure, to find things within our grasp that we've not noticed, the hidden gems, optimizing what's already in our space. And I look at this as sort of like backup, as a cavalry coming in. And because this is opposed, this may be an opportunity for a lot of you Libra people to reconnect with an ally that you know is of strong caliber, and somebody that you really need to sort of have back in your life. This could be an old best friend, this could be making a friend out of an ex, maybe not necessarily getting back together. You may have somebody right now, but you know that this person is still, okay to be friends with, and we're all good there. This could be an opportunity to even maybe cohabitate, or discuss cohabitation with a lover, a romantic partner, or maybe even get back up in some way where, this other person's going to bat for you. Because when Mars is in your 7th house, you've got people championing you, people sticking up for you, people sticking their neck out for you. And so this is backup. This is another right hand. It's like, I've got my crew, this person's got my back. This is what we have going on here. And they could be showing up just in the nick of time to help you pull off something huge, which is very, very nice, because you might be feeling like you're without backup right now. Maybe the social circle you got, maybe the work circle you got, or maybe, we need to go outside of that, and get something back, something that used to be super strong, or somebody is super strong, kind of an asset to fix a tough issue that that they are right to handle. Later on in the week, we've got Mercury conjunct Neptune in your 6th house of reputation, physical health, and your schedule. And whenever Mercury and Neptune come together, it can be a little bit murky, because Mercury is so much all about, being detail-oriented, having things articulate and erudite, and when we have Neptune is kind of more fanciful, it's more bigger picture, it's not always that grounded. It's wonderful for spiritual work, it's wonderful for creativity, but it's kind of like, the genius of the artist who doesn't get a lot done all the time. And so when we have these two come together in the 6th house, there could be some kind of work project that's really difficult to get off the ground, or it may be hard to kind of assemble the group or assemble the ranks around us, because it might feel like things are a little discombobulated. Everyone's running around like chickens with their heads cut off. And I think that's why we have this other person coming in to kind of join you in a leadership role. I think you need a co-leader this week for whatever's going on there, because herding cats can be very difficult to do, and you might need an extra pair of hands. So at the end of the week, don't be afraid to ask for a little bit of help, especially if it feels like people at work, people at home, are just having a really hard time actually, again, getting grounded and staying focused on, important tasks at hand. You may be noticing they're not up to snuff, and that's probably why we're reaching out. So that's what we've got going on with this. What's going on with your cards then this week? Well, we do have the card of the Sorceress. And the Sorceress card is all about actually being able to throw your will around, to actually be an active, conscious, and participating co-creator. When I think of the Sorceress is somebody who is able to work and is not afraid to be in charge of authority, of creation, and facilitation in their own life. We think about the sorceress, or the alchemist, the magician, or the witch. These are people who are not afraid to participate hands-on with the creative faculties of the world around them. They're not waiting for permission, they're not waiting for it to get done for them, they're not doing any of those things. And this is where your message is coming from this week, because, asserting your will, the correct application of power. And again, being able to surround yourself with high caliber, powerful people might be absolutely necessary this week and something to focus on. You may be feeling a little bit like a big fish in a small pond, or you may be feeling like it's not easy for you to, to kind of grow yourself because you might not be, you might not have the right challenges coming from the right people during this week. We need to be able to have that. We need to feel like we're in a place where we have equals or rivals helping us be the best we can be. So that might be something to keep talking about with yourself, and how do we get that back? For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Eight of Cups, reversed. And again, return opportunities, things coming back to us. Because the Eight of Cups reversed is talking about a return journey or something given back to you. Whether it's a return journey to an old vocation, maybe an old employer looking you up and offering you a job again, money coming back to you. The Eight of Cups reversed could even be talking about getting back to an ideal work location, an ideal commute, an ideal schedule. We're kind of putting things back in their proper place with your work life this week. And in a lot of ways, it's promising a lot of security, because the Eight of Cups reverse is talking about, getting back on the right path after we've strayed a little bit. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we work too much. We take a lot of assignments that, kind of pull our focus, knock us off kilter. And with the Eight of Cups reverse, it's always talking about, okay, where is it okay to take a step back or go back to something that is better? A lot of things that we put out there, a lot of messages, a lot of energy we've put out there will be coming back to us this week as well, with good results. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we've got the Justice card upright. This card can be very nice because we have a great equalizing going on. Things should be made even Stevens or fair in a situation that has not seemed very fair. Maybe you've been in a situation with a friend or a relative where it seems like people are not necessarily being given the right credit, or maybe they're being given too much credit, or they're maybe getting too much of a reward where they don't deserve it, or somebody's getting neglected, somebody's not getting what they want, or maybe it's not about want, but deserve. With the Justice card upright, we're trying to put everything back in its proper space. You may even have to help facilitate this. Maybe you're in a social circle, in a work group, where you notice somebody who does all the work isn't getting the credit he or she deserves. Or maybe you're in a family situation, and then you might be noticing, I'm watching my spouse or another relative play favorites with the kids, and it's time to kind of iron that out and level that out. Might not be very nice for the person who's clearly playing favorites or the person who is the favorite, but it is about, equalizing, and putting things, again, on a fair scale. The Justice card upright can also talk about equitable exchange or equivalent exchange. And you may be finally, again, very much like the Eight of Cups reversed, getting a return on something that you do deserve. So it's a payoff, payback? Not sure. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Six of Swords reversed. We just got a theme, it seems. So your challenge this week with the Six of Swords reversed is going back. There may be a fear of going back. There may be a fear of going back to what seems like familiar territory to take care of unfinished business. Sometimes we are afraid to go back and take care of unfinished business. Sometimes we don't mind having that just be the unfinished business for the rest of our lives. But the Six of Swords reverse is urging you to be more courageous than that. And the Six of Swords reverse can also say that, there could be some people coming back into your life who do belong there, but you don't know how to necessarily fit them in, or what this new connection is supposed to look like. Whether it's, again, old friends, old crushes, old coworkers, old colleagues. We're really trying to, there's a reason they have to come back, all of these archetypes. But I think that what can happen with the Six of Swords reversed is sort of like, it can feel almost too challenging. It can almost feel intrusive. Don't let it be so. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Seven of Wands upright, getting the upper hand. For those of you who may have been competing for a lover or a crush's attention, if you've been feeling like maybe your interest, your intended, has been sharing a lot of time with other people, and it's not necessarily working out so great for you. Maybe you've been feeling like, oh, dang it, I don't know how to to get this person to, to play ball. I don't know how to, to be able to be in the spotlight too. The Seven of Wands upright says we're finally getting the upper hand here. The Seven of Wands can also indicate a lot of you single Librans maybe, have a lot of people looking for your attention and your affection. You might be very, very popular. But the thing is, with the Seven of Wands upright, a couple of folks who may be trying to vie for your attention are just simply not up to snuff, and some are. Now, the Seven of Wands upright is basically saying, and especially since Venus is going retrograde in your partnership sector, we've got to be able to tell the difference between a good match and just attention itself. Because sometimes we can get, getting attention, affirmation, validation, confirmation, it can feel really, really good. And we don't want to stop there. We don't want that to be the be-all, end-all of whether or not something's going to be good. Because I've seen people ruin relationships just because of attention. So don't do that. I don't think you will. That's just a weekly horoscope. But, pay attention to where you need to filter attention, if that makes sense. So that is your forecast, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.